Fellas. How are you guys doing?
Good, man.
Real good.
Let me say this, guys. When I speak to my producer and we decide to do a show profiling influential people or people that got next on the game, and your names come up, Mahlangu, Thabang Molaba, I'm like, snap. Does that mean I'm in the circles? Because we are good friends.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you guys see yourselves like that as influencers?
Not really influencers, Like we just do what we love doing, the craft, the acting, primarily, and then in addition to that, which is fashion and modeling, you know what I'm saying? So if we do that and it influences someone out there, then proper.
So when it's natural, it's always better. But I want to take it back real quick. Before the commercials, before the modeling, before the Single Guy season 2, before the Queen season 2, what is the upbringing to get you guys here? How's the home situation? Where are you guys from?
The way it happened was odd, like how I met my bro here. It was quite odd.
How was that meeting? I'm very curious about it. Sounds like a relationship type of setup, but the friendship is that close, I think.
Yeah, quite actually.
We were Twitter boys. We were Twitter boys.
Well, you was a Twitter boy.
Well, I was a Twitter boy from Twilib era.
Yeah.
I was one of those cats. So, we just met on campus. Like, hey man, you that dude from Twitter?
Are you
man, I
serious?
didn't know you go to school here. You were in TT.
Yeah,
Pretoria.
TT at the time.
Yeah.
So we was just like, oh man, let's hang. It's not like I have friends out here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so and then we
And then we
started
found
there.
out that we had similar interests.
And by that, referring to the modeling and the commercial
Started
gigs.
as
Started as modeling.
Started as
I
modeling.
remember you used to have like an agency in Cape Town, an online agency that wasn't even sending any costings, nothing. You know what I mean? It was just like a
owned the
page.
name.
It's like a page online, and so
Yeah.
so we started just researching and doing more because education is important in everything that you do.
I'm curious about when it switches from that. Obviously, you guys are studying, you're doing your thing at school, but you're also going for commercials, you're shooting here and here. But when does it turn into a career? Like, this is what's going to put food on the table, this is how I'm going to live.
First year.
First year already,
Yeah, first
you
year
knew
was-
that I'm here to get what they want done, then I'm doing me.
And then and then from first year it escalated, it became more with obviously practice and seeing that man, I can do this. Being in it and doing well, you actually realize and gain more confidence and say, yeah man, actually this is it.
I feel for me it was more after my first job. I remember one time I was on the Gau train heading back to Pretoria, and I'm looking outside. It's been 13 hours of shooting. Wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and shoot until 6 p.m. I'm chilling, looking outside the window, and I'm like, I'm tired right now.
Yeah.
But I love this.
This is what you want to do.
This is what I want to do. That feeling that you get from doing something, although you're tired, but you don't mind it because the passion is there. You want to do this, and I was like, this is something that I think I want to do.
That's deep, bro. Because I remember when I met Thabang at a casting, and he introduced me to you, and through Ben, through the whole circle. You'd already done a gig.
Yeah.
And I remember Ben mentioning how your hometown received you after that.
Yeah.
What is that feeling, dog? After like your first gig, I want to be on TV, and then the family sees it and the people see it.
It's like we're far from home, you see.
Yeah.
So we're not really that connected, like in terms of the vibe, that side of the environment. So for us, when you're this side, it's more like, okay, I'm just here doing work, I'm just here doing my next job, I'm doing my next job. And only when you go home you realize that oh, the impact is actually, they see, they're actually looking at the boy, and the boy is doing well and everything like that. So that feeling is like, it makes you grateful. That's when you realize that, okay, at least I've done something, and they realize it, and that's where you get the gratitude from, and then you say, okay, that's why I love going back home, because you get there and
Reminds you who you're doing it for.
Actually,
we forget.
And the head gets bigger.
Nah, I don't think it gets bigger. It doesn't get bigger because for me, I see it as a reminder. It reminds you. You tend to forget to be grateful for everything that you have.
That's true. Because Joburg is kind of like a lot of, especially the circles we're in, a lot of people are doing great things, and we tend to think that's what everybody in the world is doing. But you need to realize that it's because you're in that circle of people that are doing things with you. But there's so many people that are looking at the outside and being like, yo, that's my inspiration. That guy did it. That guy's from where I'm from, and that type of thing. Yeah. In your story, you called yourself king of commercials. And I don't know if anybody disputed, but you're at a place where nobody can dispute because you've done that many commercials. Do you still get the same feeling?
Wait, let's just say that in my snaps, that king of commercials thing was more, because of Daenerys Targaryen, I'm a fan. So I was like,
but she's got 3 dragons, you've got like 10 commercials. How does that work?
You know what I'm saying? So I would say, Yeah, but like I'm just like, you know, that's just the titles, you know, first of his name, you know,
Yeah.
commercial.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So it
what's
was
up.
just that, yeah.
And it's so funny that even before these commercials, you guys had a pretty huge following. I'm telling you, like 24K deep. Do I see in your Instagram, girls treat you the way guys treat girls on Instagram? Dog. They like hollering, you know. What is that? Is that intentional? Is that the vibe you send out? What takes you to that point, the way girls just see you as an object, the way guys see girls in a way? What is that?
For me, personally, it's not a name. You know, I just be myself.
You just be yourself.
And then if people get attracted to that thing, you know, it's something I cannot fight. I just be myself, you know. But the whole object thing is not. It's not okay because
But it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. But that's why I always try to improve on my craft to show that forget about the looks for a minute. Look at the work though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's an aim for me. That's a long-term aim for me. I want people to like look at my work and actually forget that. Damn.
Yeah, you don't want people to discredit. Obviously,
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Because they have this thing that he's attractive, so that's how he got this and that. That's how he got. Nah, that's not how. You know, me and my boy here, we struggle.
Yeah, so just tell me about really the conscious decisions that you guys have made to get to where you've been booked for a couple of jobs, you've shot really serious things, you're professional actors, without training I might add, but with the commitment, where you now seeked out the training, paid things out of your own money,
You just want to achieve so much more for yourself and the craft. You know what I'm saying? That's what pushes us. Yeah, it's basically trying to inspire people at home and make your parents proud, obviously.
I remember one time the homies here is like, I gotta go to casting, but I'm hungry. And then you ask me, what should I do? And I'm like, dude, do what you want to do. What do you want to do? And he said, you look at me, and you say, I'm going to the casting. And I'm saying, well, then we're hungry. That's cool. We'll be hungry. Let's just go. Go get it. Go get it. And you'd have to go get it. That time you got to think of a haircut. Barbers expensive. So you got to think of a haircut. You got to think of looking good for you to be able to travel.
So
all
many
the
factors. So in just getting that job. You gotta want it that bad.
Exactly.
And some people would give up along the way, like, man, I'm not gonna go to Joburg not to get the job. It's not about that.
Already the mindset is like already off.
Already it's off. So then you're not gonna get it, definitely.
Speaking of Joburg versus Pretoria, like you guys mentioned, you did this thing for a long time from Pretoria. When does the move now happen that Joburg is the place? We need to be closer to these things. And how do the logistics of that work? I mean, if you're in Pretoria, you're studying, so just like a funded environment, the parents understand you're studying. But now you're in Joburg, you've studied, you're done, you're not working, you've studied something that you're not going to do. What is the conversation with the parents in terms of that?
I mean, like parents, we forget to treat our parents like how we treat businesses. When I went up to my parents, I said, okay, look, mom, dad, here's what I have under my belt. Here's what I have, and I'm graduating. You wanted me to study electrical engineering. I did it. Here's the graduation that's coming up, and here's the work that I've done within this department that I have.
Yeah.
Let me go in, and they assess it, and then they decide whether they're going to give you the answer or not. And I kind of gave them the whole thing that's like, just give it to me. I'm gonna go regardless. Just give me the blessings.
And it's very difficult because they don't really get it.
And then the test came.
I
remember one time we were like, he was in his room and I was in my room, and it was so rough that we were shouting, like he was that side, I'm this side. I'm like, hey, yo, Thabang, yeah, I'm quitting, man. He'd be like,
stop him.
He's like, no, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. I'm like, man, I'm doing it. It was bad.
It's bad.
It was bad, my guy. So that's what we learned to. That's why we train our minds so that to know that life has its ups and downs.
You don't know what you're getting, you don't know what you're working for if you don't struggle for it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about after the struggle, when things start breaking through. One very big breakthrough for you, and I know because I was there, I remember texting you this one day and you're like, yo bro, you cool, you texted at the right time, you have no idea. And like, yo, where you at? Like, I'm at the gym, but like, the gym is just here, let me go to the gym. And I found you there, bro, overjoyed to tears. That was when you got the email that you've been cast on the Queen. And you said that was a dream job. You described it as a dream job. And just before we go, touch on why that would be like a job that you consciously aim for, like that show.
I love the show personally. And
The
I
girls
feel
on the show.
No.
You love Brutus.
I love the show entirely,
Yeah.
you know, and I just felt like, man, I'd like to be on the show and get the experience, you know. So I was like, yeah, man, nah. Primarily, as the number one aim, this is where I need to be.
And you spoke that into existence in a way.
I even told my acting coach, you know. And then she was like, okay, you know what you must do? She gave me homework. She's like, go find out who's the producer, the directors of that show, you know, everyone just behind the scenes. And yeah, I did that. Got it like full marks type shit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, yeah, nah, you're definitely gonna be on the show. Just give it time, you know. It was always a dream job. It was in my goals. I want to be on the cream.
Bro, touch me through when you read the email. You open your phone, you went for the casting. You know, when you read the email, what is that feeling and what happens? Who do you call? Who do you talk to?
I needed that feeling because at the time when I got the email, I was in the gym doing leg day. You know how legs
punishment.
You know how legs feel. They like punishment, you know. So I was doing that, and then you know, next thing my phone rings. I'm like, email, congratulations, you've been casted for the cream.
Snap.
I almost dropped the weight.
But
like it took some time to process it, like a bit, like 2 minutes. I was like, shit, everyone is just like, this nigga, what is he doing?
What's going on with him?
Yeah, you know how niggas at the gym are. Yeah, so I was like, damn. And then I went to the bathroom. I called my mother first of all, and she broke down. She was like, you know what, I actually dreamt that you got it, but I just didn't want to tell you to get your hopes up. Next thing you don't get it, but I actually dreamt, and I actually fasted. My mom says, she's a believer, so she told me that I fasted, I prayed for you to get it, dude, and here we go. She broke down. I should have young thug tier. I'm still a thug, don't get it wrong. Young thug tier. It was like, princess. Are we going to say this right now?
I guess. I mean,
no, we said princess and you looked around.
You looked and you like, so, you know, princess. Anyways.
After that, I called my acting coach. She was happy as well, very happy, overjoyed. And man.
You guys are the same acting coach, right?
Yeah.
Vince, I remember watching Change Down, and they've got this feature where a fan races a celebrity. And you were on that show, and you were the fan racing Warren Masimula. And a month later, you are now on Single Guy Season 2 with Warren Masimula. Dude, how is that turnaround? How do you soak it in that this is how fast my career is basically moving?
You know, it's you don't really, you can't soak it in, you know, it's that much. It's overwhelming type of thing every time you think about it, because, you know, I grew up watching Warren Masimula, and I respected him and everything. I even said on Change Down that, like I'm actually racing one of my favorite actors right now, you know. And so from that day, I remember I have a friend that I used to talk to, and then I tell her that, I feel like I'm gonna work with Warren Masimula, you know, my favorite actor. I just randomly said that I'm gonna work with him, and then 2 days later, Change Down happened, and I kept on manifesting that I'm gonna get a job with him, you know. And then
like that's not even what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's not what I was talking about. It's just a little feature. Work with him, you know. And then I actually did get to work with him, where I'm the lead, and he also comes through, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. So that means I'm in the right direction, you know.
Granted that Single Guys is the show for you in terms of Warren. Is it the show for you in terms of relationship status? What is it there?
What is that question?
We're single.
Uba.
Vincent.
No, Vincent is single.
That's why he's selling the dreams. He's selling the dreams there.
No, my recent post actually, you know that one where I said king of commerce and everything. I said Sianda, the not so single guy.
Not so single guy.
So no, I don't worry about it.
I know you've both worked with the likes of Edgar's, you've worked with Trevor Steelman, you've worked with Thick Leonce. That's just on the modeling side. You got now both cast actors. What's next? What's happening?
I think for both of us, we aim to conquer the market this side, you know, and then from there on we can take it abroad. You know, that's the prime. That's like the ultimate goal.
Well, seeing from what you guys have done already, and in terms of reaching your goals, I look forward to seeing that whole journey. And man, thank you so much for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and live it, baby.